a dusty road I'm driving through, with a heart that's missing you. Long nights with the moon as my guide, around every bend your memory never hides. Through the miles I keep holding on, every turn brings me closer to home. With your love shining like a distant star, I'm bound to find where you are.
Welcome, my lovelies, to the second episode of my Summer City series. I'm truly so happy for you and with you. Summer always seems to breathe new life into me. When the skies are grey, I find myself slipping into a bit of melancholy far too easily. But when the world outside is buzzing with birdsong, blooms and golden light, it feels almost impossible not to be swept up in the joy of it all. Still, I must confess, there's another reason I look forward to summer every year, my birthday. But more on that in just a little while. Summer is often hailed as a season of adventures and holidays, but what if we could live like we're on vacation, even from the comfort of home? What if each day had a small surprise, a lovely moment tucked within the ordinary? Our modest small-town garden never ceases to amaze me. Just the other day, white butterflies were dancing around a single lavender bush, now grown into a rather proud, blooming mound. It was like something plucked from the pages of a fairy tale. Witnessing nature's secret rhythms is such a quiet privilege. And here's a little truth. You don't need a quaint cottage or a rustic farmhouse to romanticize your life. Even a humble home in a sleepy town can hold beauty and wonder if you allow yourself to see. So, are you ready to embrace a vacation exactly where you are? I have a feeling you are. Why not take your breakfast outdoors, on the terrace, in the garden, or even plan a weekend picnic at the park? Doesn't that sound charmingly out of the ordinary? I haven't quite done that picnic bit myself, but it's high on my list of things to try. And if you're in the mood to indulge your inner artist, bring along a sketchbook and try painting or drawing amidst the trees, just like a little impressionist would. It's a bit of time travel, really. I do believe that setting aside time for hobbies is essential, though I must admit I often struggle with this. Sometimes rest feels like idleness, doesn't it? But in truth, it's what allows us to replenish and be more present, more efficient. There are so many sweet, gentle hobbies you can fall into: baking, reading, or even reading while baking, painting, crafting, and yes, even watching a good film or a few cozy YouTube videos. But one of my absolute favorites? Cycling. You can cycle through your town, venture into the countryside, or even ride beneath a canopy of trees in the forest, breathing in that crisp, leafy air. And if cycling isn't an option, perhaps you don't have a bike or you never learned, there's no need for guilt. Walking is just as wonderful. It gives your thoughts space to wander, offers time to observe the world, and if you pop in a podcast or audiobook, it can even become a moving classroom of sorts. Oh, the richness of summer, the sun-drenched days, the hum of life, and the glorious abundance from the garden. Raspberries, blueberries, and this year, just the berries. It was my first time tasting them. They are a curious cross between currants and gooseberries, tart, yes, but also full of character. Blended with sweeter fruits, they become such a bright, healthy treat. And that brings me back to my birthday, because for me, it felt like a little harvest of the soul, a pause, a moment to reflect on how far I've come. The fruits of earlier choices like eating more mindfully, nurturing creativity, or showing up even when it felt impossibly hard. It's all been work and imagination. I think I should truly celebrate each little milestone, don't you? Lately, I've also realized something simple and powerful. Every day is mine. I can shape it however I wish. I can choose joy, even if that joy looks like rest or something quiet and small. Of course, I'm not saying we should abandon our chores entirely. Oh no, some of my best thoughts come while I'm scrubbing, washing, or even preserving fruit. Just be sure not to mix up the liniment with the vanilla extract or salt with sugar if you're baking on an imaginative tangent. I suppose what I'm trying to figure out is how to turn everyday tasks into little acts of care too. That's something I want for both of us. Because what brings us delight, what reinvigorates us, deserves a rightful place in our lives. And speaking of liniment cakes and ripe summer moments, here are a few books that feel like plum pudding eaten barefoot on a warm evening. Anne of Green Gables, of course, Little House on the Prairie, and Esperanza Rising. They may be written for younger readers, but they carry something ageless, nostalgia, hope, and the simple delight of seeing the world through wondering eyes. Thank you ever so much for joining me on this gentle ramble through summer thoughts and small joys. It means the world to me. If you'd like to support this little corner of the internet, do click that like button, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your own summer rituals, and subscribe for more seasonal stories and heartfelt moments. And please remember, every day is your day too.